Is this camera recording? I hope so. Hello, camera. I look a mess, but it's okay because I've got a hat on. I've got a hat on, and it's an owl hat or leopard hat. But anyway, I don't know. I was I was on the phone to my mother tonight, and it's Thursday, 8th of November 2012. It's 1:06 a.m. So I have not been to sleep yet. But I was on the phone to my mother discussing like my future and my life, and apparently her conclusion was that I have way too much ideas, and she thinks that it will be difficult for me to stick to just one plan or just one idea, because one day I will choose to be a singer, while the next day I would have chosen to be a dancer, or the third day I would have chosen to be an actress, or the fourth day I would have chosen to be an artist, or the fifth day I would have chosen to be a comedian, or the sixth day I would have chosen to be a model, or the seventh day I would have chosen to be a vet person, etc., etc. And don't get me wrong, I have lots of ideas and suggestions, but it is difficult for me to stick to one, because I have so many great ideas that I would just like to do all of them, even if it is just for 1 week of experience. Because if I done each of my ideas for at least a week, if I done acting for a week, or singing for a week, or dancing for a week, then in the future I can look back and say, well, I done those for a week, so I can now choose which is a better option for me. So if I had to choose between, say, singing or a vet, I would then choose singing, because singing, if you sing, it becomes more successful than being a vet, because if you become a singer, you will then be famous. I'm not really bothered about fame, but it is on the contract, because if you're a singer, then you eventually work up the ladder until you are famous. And if you're not famous, but you long to be famous, you can appreciate it when you actually have fame. Even though you don't have fame at the moment, you can say, wow, I wish I was famous. And then eventually, when you do become famous, you can say, wow, I actually spent most of my life working up the ladder to get to this point. I am now famous. This is amazing. So you gotta work hard to be famous. And you gotta work hard for what you love. And some people love fame. And especially when it comes to money, because everyone is on the credit crunch. Well, in Scotland, Glasgow, we are in Scotland, Glasgow, and we are on the credit crunch. So, if I were to be rich and successful, I can then say, well, the credit crunch doesn't really affect me because I have a decent amount of money which can save me or protect me from the credit crunch. And also, if you do become rich and successful, then that money can help you pay bills and electricity and gas, and it can help you out with life, because money isn't just for like spending on sweets, it's for necessities as well as luxuries. And if you're famous and a celebrity, then if you're famous, then that's famous. But if you're a celebrity, that kind of means that you're on the same line as Lionel Richie and Paris Hilton and Ozzy Osbourne, because they were celebrity, but they were known for what they'd done or what they had worked for. Because Paris Hilton, I think she's an actress and a singer and a model, and she's a writer of many books because she wrote some autobiographies, I think. And then you have Ozzy Osbourne. He's famous because he was in a rock band or he was a rock star. I'm not quite sure about Ozzy Osbourne's background, but he is quite successful. And the Osbourne family were quite successful as well. But they had to work hard for that to be successful. And I remember years ago when I was a lot younger, my idol was Paris Hilton, because I would always go to extreme lengths to be having blonde hair or dressing in pink and continuously asking for a Chihuahua type dog. But as I grew older and wiser, I was like, okay, Paris Hilton was cool, but everyone seems to hate her. Everyone seems to dislike her. I don't know why, because she's cool, I think. And now my new idol is Lady Gaga, because she's like a musician, like she does music. She sings, she's a singer, and she's also an artist, which is quite cool. I'm an artist too, but only because I like to draw and then I colour in my pictures that I drew. And this here is a painting on my wall which my mother painted. It's really good. I wish I could paint something like that, but I can't, and I won't, because I know if I done that it will not turn out as good. And then you have artists like Amy Winehouse, and Russell Brand,